Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms video. I am Royal Mix Gaming, and as you can see here, I will also show you the fort drop, but this is some pretty big fighting from the two Imperiums in this KVK, so I was going to show this real fast. We'll go over where we've dropped the fort. It's been up for probably close to an hour, so I figured it's still good to go ahead and stream it since that's a lot of skill damage. Good to stream it because it's been up for over an hour, well that it's there, so I wouldn't have started streaming if we just dropped it, but it's been up for over an hour. If they want to take it down, they'll have to try pretty hard. And we'll go ahead and show that here pretty soon. I just wanted to kind of get it started off with a lot of field fighting and some other stuff from 606 and 1647, because they're still stuck at this pass and field fighting a lot. So as we scroll over here, they did manage to burn the fort from 606 and probably the top one. 647 did, which is pretty good. Kingsland opens on Saturday. If they can keep burning these forts, they actually might have them down before then. It's gonna be hard to know because I bet they double forted some things like that, but which there is an extra fort here that blocks it, so be a lot of field fighting for sure at this pass. But over here we've dropped a fort. It's got 54 minutes left on it. There's full fort. So far they haven't tried to push us too hard on this yet, so we'll go ahead and see if we can get any action on this side, but if not, we'll watch the 606 647 for about an hour. If the fort builds, it's basically over for them. It's kind of GG at that point because we've got the fort in the zone, we've got territory, we can start burning all the flags, and it's going to be pretty difficult for them to basically hold us off for any extended period of time. So we'll go ahead and continue watching 606 and 647 for right now. We'll keep an eye on the fort. I doubt that there's going to be anything going on for a little while, so we'll keep an eye on this part of the field for a while. Kind of just tune in on this side. Been a pretty good fight with the two Imperiums, so happy to see that they're still fighting and that it's not too one-sided. It's 647 is kind of winning on this side, but they are pushing through. So to anyone new joining the stream, drop the fort over here. I haven't got pushed on it yet. It's been up for over an hour. If they push us, we'll go ahead and show this side of the screen, but if they don't push us too hard to like the very end, we'll keep an eye on the pass with 606 and 647, because they've been fighting pretty hard over here the last day or two since the pass has opened. So we'll keep an eye on this, watch the fort, make sure it's doing okay, and then just keep an eye on this side for a while. Try to see if we can't get reports on stuff like that as they kind of come in. We also kind of need to see if there's going to be any like event tonight at end of reset. So if there's like an event tonight at reset, if for some reason I'm still alive, I doubt that I will be, but we'll probably live stream that if there's something. I doubt there is, so, and I don't know that I'll stay on for that long, but I'll stay on here till the fort's built. If they push us, we'll switch back to that side. So there's a lot of field fighting on this side from 606 though, which is pretty good. Not sure where they're all going. Oh, it's probably just one player getting kind of pwned over there. Should be a rally coming from 647 here pretty soon though. Or from 606 probably. If they can push the field, they'll push back. I do believe both these kingdoms are still Imperium, so they haven't dropped Imperium, so they still have some power to drop. Obviously, I'm sure there's some other kingdoms, Imperium-wise, that have dropped, and it goes back and forth, but I believe these two are still Imperium. We can double-check that, but they were yesterday, and I don't think one day of fighting is going to drop them out of Imperium, so we'll keep an eye on that and see if they are going to drop out of Imperium anytime soon. Kingsland is on Saturday. I think it's like... I think it's like 15, 16 UTC, something like that. So keep an eye out for a live stream for that. I know Chiskel is going to stream it because it's his restart as well, but I'll try and stream it as well and trying to see what a different perspective on it, since I'm not going to be, I don't know how to say it, like I don't have this, not my main account and stuff like that. I don't have T5 yet, so we'll see how that kind of goes and see what I have left over. But there should be a rally coming anytime from 606. They've been pushing on this pass pretty much all day. Have probably around another 50 minutes on this fort, so I would expect them to push us probably the last 20 minutes or so. They're going to push us pretty hard, so this is kind of a warm-up till the fire gets it going on that fort, so it wouldn't take too much to really wrap up and push us pretty hard really quick, so. We'll see if we can't get any of the reports from this pass, from any of these people trying to get in the pass. I know I had yesterday asked people. This person was pretty nice to share the reports with me pretty easily, so I don't know that they're online, so I won't bother them. But we'll see if we can't get these pass reports, because they'd probably be pretty good. Oh, well, maybe not. That might be really bad now. Well, either the garrison popped or somebody messed up, so that's gonna hurt a lot. Alex and Mehmed, great. Great garrison. They may be wanting to lose the pass, I'm not sure, but that's gonna hurt either way. People are still filling the pass, so it's still the same as far as I can tell. People are swarming. Yeah, they really gotta switch that garrison to like anything else. Charles, anything that's not Alex and Mehmed, like that's just really bad. They're taking 50,000 almost normal per turn. It's crazy. They're still filling this pass, so that's just, there it goes. There's the swap. That 20-30 seconds though is gonna be really, really painful in this report. So see if we can't get a report from any of these other players here. Oh, that's the king. I won't bother the king anymore. That person's gonna have it though. They came out. Do a couple people. I think that rally now may be mixed. I think it's got infinite. It happens. Yesterday there was Cav in the rally and all this other stuff for the other side, so I think they're trying to buff the rally with Xeno over here too. I think it's like 20-30% health to the lowest thing that's next to you, so it heals the rally and things like that, so it's a good buff. I think 1960 used that. Maybe not first, but it was on some streams and stuff like that, so I think they finally kicked out the imp from this rally. Looks like it. But the Xeno buff is pretty powerful, which will help out a lot. To anybody else new joining the stream, we've got this fort dropped, 45 minutes left. We're waiting on to see if they push us. If they don't push us, it's kind of GG at this point. It's been up for over an hour before I started the stream, so I figured it was fine to stream it. If they push us the last 15-20 minutes, we'll keep an eye on that if they're going to push us at all. But until then, they're kind of just tapping people on the sides, so keep an eye on the pass. Over here on this side with 606 and 647. So we'll see if we can see what these reports are like for Flavius and Scipio. So it's a pretty good positive report for this first one that we're seeing. It's probably been, I'm not sure what UTC it is right now. Is it 22? That's a pretty recent one. So this one's only been like the last one before this. So we'll go ahead and scroll through this report. I'm not sure how to say your name, but how do you like 2293? They're very active, very strong kingdom. The story behind it's why I've moved to 2293 is because I was in 2303 originally, and if you guys don't know that already, and we fought against 2293, like 3 KVKs mixed matched, like KVK 2, KVK 3, and some things like that. We even allied with them, and I seen how good they were and all that kind of stuff, and I've really enjoyed staying here. This is my first KVK with them, and it's probably been the best KVK I've had for a while, where people are on point filling stuff and actually doing good murder balls and things like that. So it's really, really good kingdom. People taking deads from the pass here, a lot of deads. But I'm not sure if we'll get the report. We'll see if that person gives us a report for the one with the Alex as primary. That's just gonna hurt. I know I'm getting a little bit of lag here because of all the fighting that's going on. But we'll scroll through real fast and see if we don't see things huge other than what we had. That's the first report, and then here's all the, I think 647 pushed through, so I'll watch this and then we'll open the other report when this has died down a little bit. But I think the 647's definitely had the more positive trades on this pass here because they've held the pass a lot, which helps a lot. And the Xeno Flav, basically anything Flavius is pretty good. So they've been pushing pretty hard here. They had the pass most of this day. I think they lost the pass in the middle of the day today though. But they've been burning the forts on the side here. And they're well over halfway down. But 647 is going into their downtime. As far as I know, I don't know exactly their downtime. But 606 will push back and they'll heal up to like over half probably. But Kingsland is on Saturday. Chisgle's got a stream coming up for it. Just like I do, I plan to stream it. I don't know how much I'll be able to stream some things like that because I'm getting my apartment on Friday, so some things are trying to figure out as well. But definitely going to stream the Kingsland if I can. But yeah, this is 606 and 647 on this side right now. Pushing pretty hard on field. They've been going at this since yesterday at like 15 UTC. They've been doing this. It was the day before. I have bad sense of time, but they've been pushing like this since the pass opened the other day. And 606 has put up a good fight, but they've been losing a little bit on the trades, I think. I think they're even going to push 606 a little bit back, but they're also retreating, so not sure. Not seeing any rallies on our fort yet. But yeah, they're going back behind the pass, I think. Somebody's got siege over here. Not sure who's fighting the siege over here. That's gonna hurt a little bit. T5 siege too. It's not even just siege. It's T5. Man. I think these are city rally marches coming back. That's where they're smashing, so. Is anybody new joining the stream real quick? That I've shown some of the other ones that I've joined. 40 minutes left on this fort. We dropped it in their zone. It's been up for over an hour. I decided to stream it since it's been up for so long. We tried it last night, didn't work, and we'll see if they push us in the last 15-20 minutes. If they do, we'll definitely try to push them back. But we'll keep an eye on this side until then, since it's an Imperium side that's a lot more field fighting oriented right now. 60 or 2170 is in their downtime right now, so that's kind of why this fort drop's going so well, I believe. But they pushed us back pretty easily last night, so we'll see how it goes. Be GG if we let it, if it builds though. So we'll go ahead and glance at this other report. This is the second report. I think it's a little bit older. Yeah, it's a little bit older report. But the Henry and Nebu's just not doing so well. I think there's a lot more T4 in the rally though, and not in so much in the pass. But it's still not too much off, but there's a little bit more, well, there might be more T5 in the rally and less in the pass. I meant the other way around. So, but it's a good trade for the pass, obviously, because it's getting AoE deads also. So, pretty good trade with this. That one hurt a lot for that person. 2 million power drop. At least half that's at least 1 million power drop. A lot of dead from the AoE from Scipio, which is pretty good. I think the only downside of Flavius and Scipio is it doesn't heal, so it's not as tanky as Xeno is. But the AoE from Scipio, when you put them together, is pretty good. Obviously, as you can see. A lot of little AoE that just hits a lot of T5 players. Looks like 647's pushing through. Probably gonna try to burn the forts that are on this side first, and then they may push left if they haven't already pushed left. Still no rallies on the fort, so it should be still good. They're pretty much clearing field here, so I'm gonna see rallies on these forts if they haven't already set them already. Yeah, left side's still 606 right now. They just pushed one side, which is a good idea. But I hope they set the rally already. So, real quick again, anybody new joining the stream? 35 minutes left on this fort. Been up for a long time now, as you can see. Decided to stream this last 45 minutes or so of the fort being on. We'll see if they can push us out of this area, but a lot of it's just little fighting right now. We have things coming in, fort rallies and things like that to block TP spots. So we'll see if this gets built. If it gets built, it's kind of GG. So we'll see if Yeah, they're just gonna run away anyways. So there's a lot of fort rallies going on. So keep an eye on the fort and see if they do anything. But I imagine they're gonna burn that fort if they haven't already. They may not have set the rally in time to get them all there and at the same time to burn the fort. So I think they're gonna have to wait till they set a rally and then push that way, because they need to push through the pass again, probably on the left side. They may have set a rally on the other side since they kind of ditched the other side, but I'm not sure, since I don't think it's, if they don't set a rally and then push, they're not really going to be able to burn the fort. So I do not know. Do you know Venom? I don't know specifically who you're asking about. No, I'm fairly new to this kingdom and stuff, so I don't. If they're in 2293, I don't even know. If they're in one of these Imperiums, no, I don't know them. Are they one of the? I'm just gonna look real fast. I don't know if they would be one of the top killers or if it's somebody else. It's possible I don't see the names. I don't know the language that is specifically, so. There is still no rally on our fort, so that's good. I bet even though they're pushing this left side, all those ones on 606 are near the pass. They're going to keep doing what they're doing, where they push one way, go the other way. And they're not really going to get much done. It's just going to be a lot of field fighting, I think. I got that person with siege and archers. It's gonna be hard to put siege into anything other than the forts right now, so for these people. I thought I saw the name that you were talking about just now, but maybe I missed it. So I think 606 is going to push them back to the pass on this side, because they're kind of stretching themselves a bit thin, going back and forth and walking all the way back and forth. So I think they're going to get pushed a little bit to the pass, especially with all that's coming from all the cities. surprised they didn't push a little bit harder 606, because really they're kind of spread thin on this left side. I feel like they could have definitely pushed them back to the pass. There's more 606 coming, so maybe much of the 647 just went behind the pass instead of pushing out, but I know some of them pushed this way. These 647 players are going to get surrounded real quick if these guys push this way. Still not seeing a rally, so we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Yeah, I'm not looking at the email right now in game right now because I don't want to show anything they've kind of put markers wise, so just gonna let it go for right now. I've been doing that lately, so I'll just let it go for right now till the fort gets done. I know it may be annoying or something, but a lot of it's just like marker to do this, marker to do that, so I mean you probably can see the chat and see the marker, but there's not too many markers to worry about, but kind of surprised that 606 let him push this far, to be honest, because it seemed like 606 had the field a little bit more than what they did. There's still a fair amount coming, but there's just a trickle at the end, so we'll go ahead and check on our fort again, see if there's anything going on. Still not seeing anything. There's still probably 30 minutes left, 25 minutes left. So if this gets built and like completely built, I'll probably cut the stream at the end of the fort getting built. But we'll see if they push us. If not, we'll stream a little bit longer and then we'll kind of dwindle down, because it's kind of GG once we get this fort built, because it's like right dead in their zone. We can burn any of these flags and start cutting territory at any time, especially their downtime. So we'll see how that kind of goes. I don't know if there'll be a King's Land if we get this fort built, to be honest. So at least not for this side. So 606 is still trying to push them back to the pass, but I think that 647 has maybe the better, either more marches or just the better gear and stuff overall, because it seems like they're able to push pretty easily. 647 push 606 pretty easily when they want to, or it's because 606 is on two sides, not just the one coming right out of the pass, which is kind of the same ordeal, but still kind of makes it hard for 606. And there's the Pakal rally. Maybe for a city, probably for a city. But anybody that's gonna smack that Pakal's gonna hurt themselves. They must have been for the fort because they canceled it. Still no rally, so it's getting down to the nitty gritty on this fort. So oh, that's why you wanted to do it. Yeah, I'll share that. That's fine. So 606 is maybe trying to push from this left side again, but I think 47 has pushed them back on this right side, so it doesn't even really matter. They really just need to set a rally on one of these forts and push to one side. There's still that one guy with Siege and his darn Mars walking around doing whatever. I don't even know where it's going. Just that one guy with Siege and his Mars with archers. I'm not sure. Maybe it's from a fort or something, but it's so slow. Still pretty even here on the field. I still feel 647 has the edge on this, just because of the way they're able to push out and go back in behind the pass instead of having to basically organize a push from both sides. Still don't see a rally on the fort yet. But a lot of these 647 members can just walk back through the pass pretty much unimpeded, so it kind of helps them be able to refresh, unlike 606 that has to go so far. So there is 20 minutes left on this fort. I would expect to start getting pushed real soon, if at all. So we'll see if they push us. If they don't, well, it's kind of over in my opinion. So burning flags is much easier than burning forts. So they would have to somehow build forts around this, which would not be very easy, I don't feel like. So go see how they're doing on the other side still. 647 still pushing. .606 is now pushing them back to the pass on this side. I think a lot of the 647 refreshed, which made it a lot easier for them to push to the pass now. May see a rally from 606 here pretty soon, since all these 647 members went back to refresh. They can kind of push to the pass, cut off the left side, and push on through and set a rally probably. If they can get more reinforcements coming in, which they do have a fair amount. I don't know if it'll be enough or not, because 647 is pretty good at pushing back out. Still no rally. Still more 606 coming to push 647. A lot of skill damage. You're probably going to see them push them out back through the pass now from 606, because not enough of 647's out of the pass to push. And this left side starting to collapse on this right side flank, so if they don't all just retreat, they should be able to push them away. Does that say Hammy has no proc? That's funny. Yeah. They've pushed them back to the pass, and this is where they start to just stack up an AoE. So, unless some people from 647 can actually push out, they're not really going to be able to get out for a little bit. There's too many stacked up on the pass. Should see a rally here pretty soon then, too. A lot of the 606 marches are backing off, which probably because people are retreating behind the pass, but that's letting some of the 647 get out, so. Go ahead and double check the fort. 16 minutes left. If they don't push within the next 5 to 10 minutes, they're gonna probably not have enough time to push us. So I have a feeling we're gonna get it built, but I've seen people push these forts pretty easily, pretty quickly, so we'll have to see. So they do have people up here smashing some marches and stuff, so we will see if they can push us. Yeah, they're starting to get some people to push on us, so it'll be a slow move, but they'd have to set a rally to even consider burning the fort, so keep an eye on it. I don't think they'll be able to get too close to us for the next couple minutes at least, so should see a rally on this pass anytime now from 606. They've kind of got the field on their side stacked on the pass where they can just AoE stuff all the time. But if 606 doesn't stack up enough, 47 will just push back out, because a lot of them went to refresh. Quite a fair amount went to refresh. From both sides, left and right. A lot on the right. They're just going to push back out. We'll see if we got any other reports or anything. I don't see any other reports on here, so still no rally on our fort, so we got about 13 minutes left, give or take a minute. Should see a rally on this side though here really soon. We'll go ahead and see if they're getting any closer on this against us. Still a couple people fighting, but it died down from what it was. They're chasing one march for reasons that don't make sense, which is not good for them, so hopefully they're just smashing their march. I'm really close to having this done, so we'll be starting to burn some stuff once that's done, so surprised we don't see a rally from 606 yet. I know they need to stack up, but they could at least set a rally and start AoEing with Nebu or something and push 647 back a little bit. They may have set a rally, but I'm not seeing it coming yet. I think there's going to be a lot of an archer rally, probably, because was that Constantine with archers? So yeah, there's probably an archer rally coming here pretty soon, if it's not already hitting somewhere. Not seeing it hitting, so see if we can't see somebody that's getting reinforcements. A lot of archer reinforcements are coming, so not seeing anybody getting reinforcements, but they're probably preparing for an archer rally. Kind of reset the stage from what they've been doing pretty much all day. Still no rally on the fort, so only about 11 minutes left. Should see this rally coming anytime now. I would assume the king would rally, but doesn't have necessarily an archer skin on. He has the, I think it's the like 8% defense on, so still a lot of archer marches coming in that don't make a lot of sense necessarily, probably. Double C with archers. So, a lot of reinforcement marches. That Pakal's getting kind of wrecked. This KVK we got Tommy debuff, so like anything that like comes out of the pass, I feel like nearly everybody seems to have, at least one person's gonna have Tommy debuff on you. You're just gonna get wrecked. Especially Bakal, it's just not very good this KVK because of that. Because if you get XY skill on you with Tommy debuff and all this stuff on it, it's just too good for open field against that kind of stuff. Should be coming anytime now. Just not sure who's sending it. Alex with archers. Could at least do like a Freddy or something to put more troops, which you probably wouldn't get in, but still. I know it's for march speed, but I don't know if it's all troop types or not, off the top of my head. Still no rally on the fort. We'll wait for this rally and kind of double check what's going on over here. There's 10 more minutes on this fort. Couple people fighting over here. I'm not seeing a lot of field presence from them though. So getting pretty close to the end here. Probably just gonna run away. I don't have the best marches anyways, but still can try and push them back a little bit. Eight minutes left. I think it's gonna get built. They would have had to set a rally by now to even do enough damage, I feel like. So it's pretty much GG at this point. Rally should be hitting. Yep. I would try a different pair, to be honest. Henry Nebu, even with the buffs they're getting, they've been getting a little bit of a negative trade all day. So I would try, at least try Boudica Henry. I know the AoE from Nebu's pretty good. They may have gotten the wrong troop type. It kind of looked weird for a second there. Maybe they kicked it out already, or it's just needing better reinforcement. Check to see if there's any more rallies. There's still no rally. Nice silver keys from a gold chest. That's just great. Just great. About 7 minutes on the fort, so I don't think they're going to be able to push us away, so it'll be hard for them to defend after this. We'll also see if we can't get the report on this pass before this fort finishes. There's still no rally, so pretty even on the normal attack on these this rally and garrison though, so it's pretty good. Got 6 minutes left. They would have. I don't think they're gonna push us anymore. So all these flags are gonna go bye bye pretty soon, unless they built something to block us. But I think we can start to cut some territory. Probably can start to cut some territory if we can get around these forts and stuff with flags. Depending on if they're back flagged and with the other forts or not. Welcome to the stream, Active from 2874. It's a pretty new kingdom. Got 5 minutes left. Go ahead and hop back over here real fast and see if they're still rallying the pass. 647's pushed out and swarmed this rally down. This rally's going pop real fast. Real fast. Or is the pat? Nope. I'm pretty not sure who's Maybe that was a counter rally. That rally's getting heavily swarmed. There goes wee all the way home. I have to see if we can't get that report from somebody coming back. Should be pretty positive for 647, to be honest. Trying to look for nth marches. But they're definitely pushing out of this pass. Unfortunately, will you go for Archer Zenith skin? I unfortunately do not have the speed ups to do it. Unfortunately, I would like to. Yes, I would love to. I don't have the speed ups for it. I spend too much getting kills every KVK that I can't really save for that. And I already have a 10% defense one. So I mean, I don't really feel like it's worth trying for it. And I can't push 20 million power, unfortunately, so I would like to. It's decent skin, but I don't think I'm going to be able to push for it. I'm not really big on gaining power, to be honest. I'm big on just trying to get kills. I actually don't have many speed ups on this account left, even though it's a small account. Would like to, though. Would really like to. Okay. Here's the rally report from the pass. Henry Nebu. They swarmed this Henry Nebu down, so the counterattack from that's going to hurt a little bit. Not a lot of AoE though, so it's pretty even trade. It is a little bit positive for the pass, but swarming down that Nebu and Henry is going to hurt a little bit. So, but they did swarm this rally, which it probably was Nevsky and Attila. So yeah, 2-to-1 trades pretty much all the way down, if not better, for this. Pretty heavy, severely wounded on these guys for that swarm. They tried to bait these people to swarm because they put Nevsky first, which is definitely a bait I would probably take right at the very start for sure. Sometimes I really wouldn't bring Tommy on the field if you have the support skill already. It's not really worth it. Maybe that's all they have, but and we're getting down to like a little bit left. It's a good report. Oh, this one's a much longer report. Go ahead and look at this one. This one's from early this morning, I believe. Attila Nav against Flavius and Scipio went really well. Just a slight positive trade. There's more T5, I think, in the past than the rally. So by amounts, it's not even, but by power, it's a good trade for 647. And somebody tried to swarm this rally and took dead. So there's that. Just a million power drop right there from somebody just swarming this Attila. Same guy, same person swarming this Attila. You really got to be careful swarming Attila. You can do it, but you can't just willy-nilly it. Because this kind of stuff happens when you willy-nilly it. I remember last KVK in my main account, one of our players was offline and we had to swarm Pakal Herald rallies to keep them from being zeroed or taking a lot of dead because they were offline on the wrong territory. And there's the big report. But it did hurt swarming them, but you could do it without taking dead if you had a clean hospital. So this is the big report from this rally. Really, really positive for 647. Around 30 to 40 million power positive by power. Troops wise is pretty even, but by power it's pretty positive for them. It's probably where they tried to swarm us down because they may have had the wrong captain, some things like that. So that's why that's so positive for 647. Mostly iconic gear on this Attila. I think that he might be missing the accessories special talented, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure why it doesn't say plus inf and inf defense. It should be all troop types, so but then again it could be just me missing out because it's defense and attack and I just looked at that wrong. That's probably right. All damage wise, I think that's up to the T for both sides. I would definitely have used Tommy instead of this probably because you get the stacks on the garrison or on the rally. But this one's pretty good so you don't take any debuffs. I think that's most of this report. Another person, well, that's a counter rally. Not too good a trade. Honestly, it's not that amazing for either side. Still a lot of sevs from swarming. A lot of sevs. That one was a counter rally. This rally went on for quite a while. We can kind of check and see if we see how long exactly. Let me scroll back to the top. Another counter rally. This one went on for quite some time. Another counter rally. This one went on for quite a while. I have a feeling our fort got built, to be honest, just now. So, it's pretty much GG there. Another counter rally. That one did some work. If you're going to counter anything, you counter with Attila Nev against Attila Nev, because it can do some work if you keep it full. And that's the end of that report. We'll go ahead and double check if our fort got built. I bet it did though. It got built. It's pretty much GG. Burning all the flags. Pretty much. So we'll go ahead and stay live a little bit longer. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stream here in about 5 minutes probably. Because I'm just gonna be burning flags for a while. So, and I still haven't ate supper yet, so we'll go ahead and scroll through any of these other reports. And somebody's asking what report, but they should definitely have looked at or gotten in the past at least. Some extra dead on that pass. This may be one we've seen already, but it's pretty even troops wise like we saw earlier. But definitely 647's winning a little bit on the pass. So, since we've gotten this built, and we're burning all these flags, I appreciate everybody that's came, and yeah, it's a pretty good fort. I don't really care about anything else now, to be honest. They're not really that big of markers, so. But yeah, if we can build around and cut some flags somewhere, it's pretty much GG. I mean, this is right in the smack dab past all these forts, so it's gonna be hard for them to do anything. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this stream here. I need to get something to eat, get cleaned up and some things like that. So I appreciate all of you guys for joining the stream. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be live again this Saturday around 15-16 UTC. Pretty much the same time as Chiskel. So whenever he's done or if I'm still alive, feel free to join whenever that is still going on, if it's still a big fight. So thank you guys for watching this live stream. And I'll see you on the next one.